Live. Live. Jensen, are you alive? Good morning, everybody.
Over the slide, about ate it. Ooh.
Can't shut the door.
I didn't know if you want.
I didn't. I hear it every day. Morning, myths, monsters, and mullets.
Yes, good morning.
It's
How's
always-
the mullet?
It's always a hard one for a dyslexic person.
I think it would be easier. It's all one letter.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like Mississippi.
Well, that's like 3.
Yeah, but it's just all like just repeatedly M's,
Right.
I's, and S's, right?
Yeah. ISS, ISS, IP.
I guess there's P's too, so 4.
Yeah, 4. But we don't count the P's.
That's such a long word for only having 4 letters.
All right. What's the longest?
Dave, good morning.
What's the longest word you can spell on the keyboard with just your right hand, and without going to the?
I don't have any idea because I've never typed like that.
True. Never mind.
I always.
Yeah, you chicken peck.
Uh-huh.
It's lollipop. Lollipop? Yeah. At least that's what I remember in high school.
You ever seen that African town? Everybody, it's like
That's
goes
like
and gets
super,
the yeah.
super long. I thought it was like, was it African or was it like some Hawaiian one?
No, so there probably is a Hawaiian one. The African one is the one I see all the time on
Okay.
on like tourism stuff.
Yeah.
And there's one in Gaelic too.
Oh, okay.
So, Ireland somewhere, you know.
Oh, okay. I can't remember the one I seen. I think it was Hawaii though, or some Polynesian.
I'm sure. I mean, yeah.
And it was just the sign was like
Raina, good morning.
going and going and going.
Emily,
and going.
it has 4 eyes but can't see.
Ah.
I don't know well. Good morning. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Brandon.
Brand, I just had him propelling in.
Yeah.
Or
So
swinging in on a vine.
I won't. You're the only one that plays D&D that can get. I won't ruin anything, but there is an item that when you pick it up, it just goes.
Don't ruin
Since
it.
he wasn't playing,
Don't ruin it.
I added a bunch of items that are member.
Only like that note would know.
That no, I don't know what the right word. Member adjacent.
Okay.
They're inspired by.
Right.
Inspired by. There's a bunch of that.
Patreon members.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's great. Fantastic. Stump still ain't burnt yet.
Yeah, it probably won't. Probably regrow now.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. We lost a lot of biodiversity when we stopped the burning cycle.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that tree will regrow. But if something gets a hold of that stump, taps into it, if a seed lands in there and grows through it, I don't
Takes
know.
over the roots.
Right.
It just matters. It can regrow. It just matters how much nutrients it stores and it has stored up.
Right. Yeah.
Because it may go into stasis for a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'd imagine, though, it didn't have any stored from that point when we cut it down. I'd imagine it all shot it up into the
that's
tree.
why you should never. No, we've talked about this. You should never cut down an apple tree, like even if it looks dead for years,
Oh, an apple tree, yeah.
because they'll go into stasis for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I don't know what this tree was for sure, but it was another good wind storm from falling on the garage.
Yeah,
It was lifting from the ground about that far at the base of it.
Starting to give up.
Oh, it was bad because it was like it was bad. It was rotted through halfway through the middle of it from bugs and stuff.
Mississippi. Oh,
Yes, that's the 4 eyes can't see.
was J Clone insert number here on time? Pretty
Yeah.
close.
I
Good
think
morning,
so.
Paul.
Pretty sure I was here on time.
Mm,
I was at least in the house at 9, before 9.
mm.
Oh, I know I was.
Good morning, Joan.
Good morning.
Oh, well, I can always, the funny thing is,
Do it. I I'm confident.
I
Unless
think
my clock in my car is wrong, but
9:01.
yeah, okay.
No, 8:59.
See? Numbers don't lie.
Caroline, good morning.
Good morning, Caroline. You enjoying your coffee?
Oh gosh. Got the yawns today. Got the full
Uh-oh.
gambit of episodes.
All right. I do need a break in the middle.
Yep.
I have the money bag, so I got to take to mom and dad for when they were at Nationals bowling, which I'll be doing in 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah. I mean, less.
Let me check.
I mean, today's the 27th.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
What day are you going again?
The 4th and the 5th. So
Okay, so
that's when we bowl. I plan on leaving Tuesday evening.
so do you think we'll do recording still, or
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I still plan on that. It's being
Okay.
done by like 2 or 3-ish.
Do you want to do one on Monday, maybe? Just
Maybe.
make the Tuesday load a little shorter.
Probably. That's a good idea.
Just come in the morning. We'll do one of the longer ones Monday morning.
We'll do that, yeah.
That way on Tuesday, it's just
Shoot, even Sunday if you're free. If we got a time for an hour, like one
yeah.
episode.
I don't care. I think because yeah, I think that'll be fine. Because the DW guys are recording today, but I think they're having a guest come in tomorrow, so that'll take care of the DW episode for that week.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be back on track.
Okay.
The vendor app. So yeah, we gotta go through that. Yes, full jacketed this morning, no decaf. There you go.
Good morning, Chris.
Chris, good morning. Hope all is going well. Yes.
So far, so good.
How will the pink-headed duck go with the mug of
Ooh.
meat?
No decaf. The pink-headed duck will be on the top. It'll be like the little trophy on top. Like
Jay Fox, good morning.
good morning. Like when what are those called? The Peking ducks.
Mm-hmm.
When the Chinese restaurants. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so there's so Pekin duck is a type of duck,
Okay.
and then there's a way that they cook those ducks.
Right, yeah.
It's the Peking duck.
Okay. That's how it's gonna you know how they still have the head on them.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be the
because I think
pink head duck's head shoved into the top of the mug
there
of
you
meat.
go. Because I think they're like roasted, because the skin crackles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
ducks have a lot of fat.
Yeah, yep. They're slow, like I watched Alton Brown talk about it because he
'Cause
made one.
People always complain that duck's really greasy, but it's only if you cook them like a chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, they
'Cause
cook them super slow and
Duck,
that fat
yeah.
boils to the top and it
well, there's
crisps.
a lot of breeds of duck that were specifically bred for their fat
Yeah.
for cooking.
Mhm.
Like pigs, there's a lot of breeds of pig that, like Mangalisa pigs, the woolly pigs, were not bred for their meat. They actually have very poor meat quality. But they were bred for their lard and they were bred for their wool.
Beef fat is so good when it's cooked and tender.
It's my least favorite.
Oh. I don't like it when it's gristly.
I mean,
But when it's smooth
but,
and
like,
buttery.
when mom does
Oh.
beef stew,
Yeah.
there'll be some of those. They're fine. I'm just not a big beef person.
Oh.
I
I just
think
had a
it's-
roast yesterday, so I cut off. No one ate that piece, so I cut it off and just ate it by itself.
Like sweater, mittens, hat type wool. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know, we got to call that.
Look it up. Mangalisa pigs.
We got to call that guy we met up in Michigan, the
To get
trapper.
hats. Yeah, I want my.
We should
beaver
call
hat.
him.
Or gloves. I want my beaver gloves.
Do you think he would ever vend?
Probably.
Maybe that's someone.
I don't have his card. Do you?
I
have
do.
his
It's in
number?
my wallet in my car. Trapper Chuck.
Yeah. I want my gloves.
We should. I didn't think about that till just now. At least I don't think we have. Asking him if he wanted to vend.
No, you've already said that one time.
I did. Okay.
Yeah. It was your idea.
We
but
should. Well, I had it
I'd
again.
be fine with it.
I had it again. Must be a good one.
Yeah, Mangalisa pigs.
The woolly pig.
Toledo Zoo actually has Mangalisa pigs
Hmm.
in their little petting zoo area.
Hmm.
They actually have a lot of rare breeds. It's not just so their petting zoo is really cool. It does have all the classic farm animals, but they have trained chickens that wear little vests
Yeah.
that do tricks and stuff like that. But then they have a lot of rare breeds of livestock.
Oh, cool.
So it's there's still goats and pigs and all that stuff, but they're the rare or heritage breeds
Like
of those
Cavricore
things.
chickens?
Like Cavricore chickens. I don't think there's Cavricores there, but there are heritage breeds of chicken. But like Mingalises, true Mingalises are rare.
Mm.
Because in the 70s, in the United States, the pork industry was trying to follow the beef industry and started producing more leaner pigs.
Yeah.
And they haven't really ever got back to having fatty pigs again. And it was I listened to a couple of farmer podcasts, and they specialize in pigs, and it says it was the biggest mistake the pork industry ever did. Because it was everybody, there was that big push in the 80s, the 70s and 80s for lean meat.
Right, yeah.
And what was do you remember what pork's slogan was when we were kids?
The other white meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Trying to be chicken.
Right.
Capricorn chickens? No, Cavricore.
Cavricore, yeah. Trapper Wood Chuck?
Yeah.
Yes. He probably did catch a woodchuck or two.
Yeah.
No, it's this guy we met up at a parking lot
Yeah.
where we were staying
at our
in Michigan
cabin.
for ice fishing, yeah. And he what did we see on him, or what did we start talking to him about that like made us start talking to him?
He came over because he seen a 6-wheeler.
Ah, okay. And then because then I walked up when
Yeah.
you guys were already talking.
Yeah. He just was like, I haven't seen one of those forever. Was asking just asking about it.
Yeah.
And then I was asking because I seen his boards, and
The stretcher boards. Right?
no,
Okay.
trapping boards.
Trapping boards, okay.
He didn't have any stretching boards there.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think I'm gonna guess he did that offsite
I would imagine.
because it's messy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We seen it at that where you bought the Argo.
Actually, yeah, the guy that we bought the Argo from does it.
Yeah.
And his shop was very clean, but the oil from the beavers just
Oh, gosh.
stains everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then basically those pieces of wood are beaver traps that are attached to them.
Mm.
It's kind of like the stake that he puts in with him.
Oh, okay.
But they're the big flat pieces because the beavers if they don't get a good hook, they'll just go in circles and rip everything out.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
But yeah, he's really cool. Jake, good morning. Oh yeah, I came home and Emily was asleep. You remember I was making the bet with you?
What, on the drive home from Kenton?
Yeah,
Or from
yeah,
Marion? Kind of.
yeah.
But is that what we said? If she was sleeping?
I said I bet you when I get home
Yes, you did say that. Now I remember.
she'll be asleep.
Oh, and she was awake?
No, she was asleep. I won.
Okay. Oh, I would have lost the bet.
Mhm. Is the little wolf hay LOL?
It's the little wolf. No, you're not the little wolf. You're Tiny Toes.
Tiny Toes, which I got the Tiny Toes costume ready to go.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I roasted duck early this year. You are correct about the preparation. Took a few hours to cook it.
I
I
saved,
served
saved the fat, and it was great.
yeah.
Ooh.
No, the people that complain about duck just unfortunately have no experience cooking duck. It is not a chicken, but people will buy a duck and cook it like a chicken, and it is not. It's not great cooking it like a chicken because it's not a chicken.
Yeah.
It's like if you cook a pig like a chicken, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be really dry.
A little different, yeah. Unless you just deep fried the whole thing. Oh.
I don't think a pig deep fried, like the whole piece of pig deep fried, I don't think that'd be good.
I bet you would be.
Because I believe by the time the center cooked,
Mm.
the outside would be so dry.
Well, you gotta scrape that off. That's like,
I mean, yeah, if you shave it down to be a little nub.
it's the best nub you ever had. My grandma does this every single Christmas. It's
A deep fried ham.
no, but yeah, pretty much it should be. She gets a little what do they call those little hams? The spiral hams.
Mhm.
So they're already like
Yeah,
pre-sliced.
they're cooked, right?
So she puts it in a slow cooker.
Yeah.
But she cooks it like, I think she might put it in the oven first, then puts it in the slow cooker.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time it's like ready, it's dinner time and ready to serve and eat it, she pops that thing open and it's beef jerky.
Oh,
Like, every
yeah.
time. The outside's so hard, but the inside's like, it's about, I don't know, this big.
Right on the bone.
And about this much of it is like juicy and edible in the middle. But it's every year. And at first we were just like, oh, the burnt ham. We got to eat the burnt ham.
Now you like it?
Now we all look forward to it. Like, we got to get the burnt ham. And I don't think she knows that's how it's.
Well, she's watching this, so now
I
she
don't care if
does.
she does. I don't. She knows. We talked to her about it, and she I don't think she knows though. Like it's like way overdone, but it's
Mhm.
just how we all like expect it now,
Yeah, it's
and
been
that's
too
just how
long.
she always does it. So it's how she still does it.
It's been too long.
It's like ham jerky, but it's good. Like it is good. The outside's like really crispy and it's chewy, but the inside's so like it concentrates all the flavor to the middle. I don't
Sherry,
know.
good morning. Burnt bits are delicious.
Yes, they are. And the burnt bits are soaking in the ham juice too at the bottom of it. So
Mhm.
it's like it's such a weird, but it's I still eat it.
First set of meat chickens is growing good.
Oh, really? Good deal. How many quail eggs you got?
I think 5 or 6. They're
No.
starting slow, but
Oh yeah. Well, once they go.
and then the ducks are laying 2 a day now, which is nice.
Oh, Paul said Brian's the little wolf. Oh.
Mm,
When I stepped on the scale this morning, I'm not so little, Paul, but I'm working on it. Well, don't do. I mean, has a figure he has to maintain. It's for the job, Brian.
Donnell, what happened? Redacted.
Oh, he must have just. He'll probably retype
Ham
it.
jerky was my nickname in high
High
school.
school ham jerky. Why? How'd you get that name?
We may pick up another hen Muscovy.
Oh, okay. They're still making eggs like regularly.
Yeah, they're doing about 1 a day. As long as you keep
Nice.
taking them.
As long as you keep what?
Taking them.
Okay.
Looking forward to the live show here in a few weeks. Oh, yeah, I got to post about that again.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you it's,
Jake will be here.
yeah.
Oh, good deal. Good deal, Jake.
Jake, are you guys staying the night or are you just coming up? If you want to, yeah, just let me know if you're staying the night.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we got 2 guest bedrooms, so.
I don't know why the way you said that sounded funny. We got 2 guest bedrooms.
It's
I don't know. It just came out funny.
the electrical shocks.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh, hey, so me and Jay are talking about putting on a homesteading conference.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
I
I
like
think in my head I will do. We may even do it twice a year. Have so the spring one would be in the winter,
that. Right. I
and
mean,
the fall one would be at the end of summer because there's 2 different sets of stuff.
that is true. Yeah, because you can plant stuff.
Yeah,
There's
no,
gardening.
they're supposed. You're supposed to do if you want to actually homestead.
Yeah.
There is winter preparation
Mhm.
and keeping animals alive and picking breeds. Because I'm going to take, obviously, I'll do the poultry section because that's very important choices. Like a lot of my poultry are not my chickens are picked for the breed looks. I do not have any dual purpose chickens. I have what's considered decorative or fancy chickens. They will lay eggs. They will not lay eggs in great numbers. They are very non-winter hardy. So it's just, but I
Enjoy them.
enjoy them. So I will do the extra steps.
Right.
But there are like Brahmas, one of my favorite breeds, which I don't have any yet. Buff Brahmas specifically, which are the orange ones. They're winter hardy. They're huge birds. They're very docile. They're gray egg layers. They're dual purpose. So they're like, so that's a part of that conference. Like we'll be explaining that, or ducks and quail, and kind of mixing them all into one like hour-long talk, and just like what you pick, what to expect, turnaround, that kind of stuff. Because I can't tell you how many people buy Tractor Supply chicks, and in 2 months they're upset they're not getting eggs yet.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time it's 5 to 6 months before they start laying,
Mhm.
depending on the breed. And if you pick a fancy breed, it couldn't be longer.
And then they have to be like, well, like just
Happy.
fed and happy and
Mhm,
in a
like-
good environment.
So tonight we're
Comfortable.
literally building chicken toys
Oh yeah.
after podcasting.
Okay.
Me and Emily are building chicken toys.
How's that work?
So basically, I'm going to build. It's kind of like a baby carousel,
Mhm.
but I'm building like a wooden platform with a bunch of stuff hanging from it. So the one of them's like a treat ball.
Oh, and then you just peck at it.
Well, there's 2 balls inside of it, and
Yeah.
the balls inside of it have treats.
Yeah.
Then there's a disco ball and mirrors and that kind of stuff.
I just saw a video this morning. Someone took a leaf.
Yeah, and wrapped it around and he hold it to his face.
Yeah, when they grab onto it, it kept trying to like back up out of it, but it wouldn't let go of the food.
They won't let go of food. So that's like one section would be that, and then winter, like so the spring one would be in the winter, or the spring one would basically be December or January. That way you guys have like the time to implement some of this stuff.
Gardening, composting,
Mhm. Talking about
first spring.
pollinator.
Yeah, pollinator plants. I mean, there's so much stuff. And then we got power too. That's a whole other section.
And how you could promote like pollinators. Like, well, if you pile your leaves, pile them up. If you want to compost, you can compost. But if you in the fall, pile your leaves up into a box or whatever on the corner of your yard, and don't mulch them until like the middle of May.
Let the bees get out of there.
Because a lot of the bees and even amphibians and small mammals will take refuge in there all winter.
So yeah, if you guys got any, I guess input.
Yeah, I want to know what would. Yes, we booked a hotel room. Oh, you didn't have to. You could have stayed here. But I get it. There's a lot of kids in this house.
Is Inner Minnesota coming out about the bedrooms, Jay?
Oh, when I was my accent.
Oh, okay.
Don't trust the government. That's right. Yes, Dale.
That's right, Dale.
Morning, Dale.
Good morning, Dale.
I showed Justin over the weekend about the Ohio counties trying to regulate homesteads by saying there aren't proper farms that are registered and it's legal taking over their birds. Yeah. So Emily showed us that. People like counties and stuff are going in and stealing people's chickens.
Proper farms that aren't registered?
Yeah,
So you have to register your own property as
because it's not an LLC'd farm.
right.
You're not allowed. Some of these cities are taking over homesteads.
Because why?
You're producing food
For who?
yourself.
That's messed up.
It's I agree.
That's like
If you come into my backyard,
beyond
me and Emily had the search warrant talk.
to prevent me from eating.
Yeah, me and Emily had the search warrant talk.
Yeah.
That first off, nothing I'm doing is illegal whatsoever. I have the laws printed.
Right.
I have them printed. I'll fight with anybody. I'm an Anglin and I'm a Bankley.
Bad combo.
Both of those have fought cops.
Yeah.
Both of those have won, and both of those have been to jail over it. I ain't scared.
Yeah. What's worse that could happen?
I get shot, but
Be worth it. You got to take a stand against the man.
If you touch my chickens,
Someone's getting shot.
I'm gonna treat you like a raccoon.
Oh no. No.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
Touch my chickens. Don't touch my boats.
Oh gosh.
That's that Japanese, like the World War II.
What?
Touch my boats.
Oh, you scratched my CD.
You remember that?
No.
No, it's like an not an SNL skit, but like a College Humor skit. You touch my boats.
They bombed them.
And then it's just the sun.
Yeah.
We just touched the boat.
So bad.
But
so bad.
yeah, they're coming in and literally taking people's livestock and plants and stuff like that.
That's insane. In Ohio.
Yeah, right down the road.
What?
Like within the hour away.
So like neighboring counties.
Yes.
Which county?
Emily, if you will you send me the link again? Find it and send it to me.
This is the world we're living in, people. Right now.
You gonna build a big goat pen out there?
Probably should.
I think you should. Next auction, we're coming home with like 13 goats, 15 turkeys.
My gosh.
Oh, but yeah, me and Emily had to have the search warrant talk.
What do you mean? If someone shows up, what you need to say?
Yep. Come back with a search warrant.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever let anybody in the property.
Right.
If they're in your front yard, they're in your property. Ask them to leave politely. Come back with a search warrant.
Right.
Because most people don't realize it. Now that cop has to go make a case to the county judge, or you can go to district judge. It can be any judge. But most of the time, they're gonna, for a small issue like that, they're gonna go to the county judge. So they have to make a case to the county judge about what law and what evidence they have for the search warrant.
Right.
There's no law that we broke.
Right.
So that cop would look like an idiot. And I know at least one of the county judges.
Yeah.
He's not the one that signs off on search warrants. Normally.
Not Grimslid?
I don't think he signs off on search warrants.
Okay. I don't think he would anyways.
No, I mean, he can't. He has the power to.
Right.
But most of the time, he's dealing with... Doesn't he do juvie now and stuff?
I think maybe.
Mostly.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, that's what he was really good at, is helping
kids
young people out that get in trouble.
I like Mr.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He was a really good guy.
I one of my favorite memories of him is in football. because he was our football defensive coordinator, and he's the judge. So he gets loud when he wants to get loud, but typically he's a pretty quiet, soft-spoken guy.
Mhm.
But one time, I think I was a freshman or a sophomore, I can't remember, but he's coaching the linebackers, and he starts yelling at him. And when Grims starts yelling, because he has like a higher pitch voice,
Mhm.
kind of. So he's yelling. We're all like, look over, like, why is he yelling? So everyone, we're all on our separate stations.
Everybody's turning and
So everyone
looking.
turns and just looks at him, and he goes, "That's not how you do it. This is how you do it." And they had these bags set up like a couple yards apart. And basically, he was having you high step, like running through the bags, but you had to lift your knees up and high step over them
Mhm.
all the way to the end. That was just the thing. And no one was he gets on there, he starts running through it. Boom, boom, boom. Gets right to the second to last bag, clips his foot and falls face first, like bam, hard on it. And the whole field, everyone in the field, started laughing.
Was he okay?
Yeah, he was fine. But he
Okay.
hit hard. Like,
Mhm.
he hit hard.
He's not tiny.
No. And this was 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
He hit hard on that bag, and his back legs curled up a little bit over him. So ate it. And everyone started dying laughing. He came out and blows his whistle. And told everyone, get back to practice.
Run
He
laps.
just yelled at everybody. Oh, it's so funny. And he wasn't even the head coach. He was just like the assistant. So it was so funny because he drew all that attention to himself and then went through it and ate it.
Dale says, "Get him, Justin. Take a stand. Leave the man's chickens alone."
That's right.
Yeah.
In the corn crew.
Oh wait. Oh, we got a lot over here. Okay. It was typo ridden. He said.
Oh.
I was saying, me and I ate fresh fried pork skins at Salt Lake City.
Mm,
It ruined ever buying cracklins from the store.
those pork skins are the best.
We have the Pork Rind Festival right down the road.
Well, almost 90% of the pork rinds in the U.S. are made right down the road.
Yeah.
At Rudolph's.
Yeah. But what is it Lafayette or is it Herod? Herod does it.
Yeah, Herod pork rind. Yeah, Herod does it, but the factory's in what's that little town?
I know. There's a couple of them over there.
Like, it's not Westerville, but it's like that.
Yeah. I can't think of it.
It's right between Herod. Excuse me, in there.
So when are you thinking of starting these conferences? I would love to come and give a talk about sheep and small scale dairy cow. Hey, we'd love that actually.
Yeah.
Shoot me an email.
Like how to incorporate them into your homestead, how to keep 1 to 3 milk cattle for yourself. That's awesome. Raise a couple steers for your own meat and selling to get money for feed, etc.
I love that.
Yeah, that's exactly
Been
what
doing
we're
it for 4 to 5 years now.
perfect.
Jay Fox, where are you located at?
Yeah. Do you ever milk the sheep? Do you ever have sheep's milk?
I know people used to all the time.
Well, my favorite cheese is made from sheep's milk. That Pecorino Romano.
I think the Fergusons still milk sheep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I know, and they do all this stuff.
Well, it helps when he's a vet. You don't gotta call anybody.
Adam. Yeah, true.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, not the ones across from my house.
Jamie just does goats. Oh no, she does goats and dairy cattle.
Cattle, yep.
She does have sheep. I don't think she milks the sheep,
Okay,
but I could be wrong.
yeah. But either way, it's basically a
She
homestead.
has a huge goat herd.
Yeah, she
and
does.
A very extensive cow herd too. But
and her place is nice.
Adam and his kids do the champion sheep.
Oh, okay. And they're right around the corner, or in her backyard, basically.
Adam's great. Love Adam.
Yo, he was gonna sew up my when I split my eyebrow open. He was the first person I called. I think I asked you, maybe.
Maybe.
No, I don't remember. No, we weren't doing the podcast yet when I split my eye open, did I? At the bowling alley? I don't think so.
I kind of remember that, but it may not have been. It may have been before we were doing this stuff.
I think it was right before. Because I
kind of remember seeing you with your head split open.
Maybe.
Well, like with
it stitched up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I went to, I texted him first and he didn't respond right away. And I was messaging my friends that are nurses. I'm like, guys, I don't want to go to the hospital for this. But I know it needs stitched. Can someone help me? But then finally Adam responds and he's like, this is my dream opportunity, but I don't have any of my stuff here at home. Because it was like at 9:00 at night.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't have any of my stuff. I don't know what I can do, but I really want to do it. I'm like, well, my one friend just texted me. He's getting ready to leave for work. And if I hurry up and get over there, he'll do it for me. And I'm going over there. And that's what I did. I went to my friend's house and He's like, I only got one needle and no anesthetics. And I'm like, I don't care, just do it. And I've never been stitched before. That's the first time getting stitches. So when I got to his house, I opened the door and he's waiting like in a chair like this in the middle of his living room, full scrubs with gloves and everything on, just with a mask, being dumb, just waiting in the middle of his room for me. So I opened the door and there he is just waiting. He's like, let's go to my office.
Let's go to my office.
And I'm like, all right. So I follow him and it's just, he took me to his bedroom and he had towels laid out on his bed for me to lay down on. And he did. I just grabbed on the covers and held on like squeeze real tight. I'm like, all right. And he shoving the needle through my eyebrow. Like, I think I had 3 or 4 to stitch it up, but
I have this.
no anesthesia.
So it's hard to tell. I have this tiny scar, but I filleted my whole hand. Did I ever tell you about that?
I think you did.
And Dad just liquid skinned it because the way it did it. We were working on actually a long time ago. Not
Probably
this,
a sharp knife, right?
No. It was not this fish farm. It was the previous one.
Mhm.
And I'm taking this piece of metal and bending it back and forth like that. And Dad's just looked at me and said, "Stop." But as he was saying stop, it slid out of my hand. It rotated around. And I see this big long cut. And I know you guys can't see it, but I see this big long cut. And I'm like, oh, that looks bad, but just a cut. And then I move my hand like this.
And it falls open.
And the whole thing opens up and is hanging off.
Yeah.
And instantly just.
Yeah.
And I look at Dad and I'm going down. I'm like, oh, I'm throwing my hand. I hit the ground. And he got it stopped and then he didn't stitch it.
So it was a clean cut then. That's good.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was clean because
Right.
I still have a little rock in my hand.
From it, yeah.
Well,
I mean, like a clean slice.
Yes, it was. Yes, like a knife.
Because there's no way he could liquid skin it for it to look like that if it wasn't a clean cut.
Yeah, I can't believe how little it is because
Yeah.
it ends there, but the cut was like all the way down my palm.
Yeah. So it healed nice.
Tell him you use the chicken for gain of function research. Apparently, you can get away with anything as long as you're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, you just strap their heads in a basket and slit their vocal cords.
I mean,
oh wait, those are dogs. They did that too. Oh yeah, our taxpayers.
I just butchered quail,
dollars pay for
so
that. Huh?
Butchered quail, but it was very, very quick.
Yeah, you butchered them for reasons, not for
Gain of function
research. Yeah.
No, I don't want them to sit in a box of sand flies.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Big Brother doesn't want people taking care of themselves. They want people dependent. Can't believe they're taking chickens. Gain of
Yes.
function
Exactly.
would be more eggs, bigger wings for football season.
That's 100% right. They want people dependent on them because once you're dependent on them, you need them.
Okay.
As long as you need them, they have a purpose to keep taking your tax dollars and taxing you more.
Goat cheese is one of my favorite, or some of my favorite. Goat cheese is amazing.
Yes, agreed.
And goat milk is really good. Goat lotion, goat butter. I mean, you can make tons and tons of products out of goat.
Goat
just
soap?
milk. Yeah. Don't buy milk bulls. Yeah.
Don't milk bulls.
Morning, Kyle.
Well, I mean,
Jay, the story had me worried for a
Good morning,
minute. I
Kyle.
thought it was getting ready to go into like a Diddy territory.
oh, wait, which one? The coach fallen or?
I think the other one. Arkansas. I have milk goats. We have cows. Haven't ever milked a sheep, but it can't be too difficult. Yeah. Yikes. Those stories. Cryptids of the cringe. Yeah.
I haven't milked sheep, but it can't be too.
Yeah,
right.
Jay Fox, let me know. I mean, if you'd be interested in coming up and stuff like that.
What did James say at the end there?
Cryptids of the cringe.
Cryptids of the cringe.
So yeah, Jay Fox. I think
What story did I just tell? I don't remember.
the one about cutting your head open.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, because if you'd be interested, dude, my kind of plan would either be December or January if we did that, like a simple homesteading conference.
Yeah.
Which
Probably January. Yeah, for like the spring one,
Yes.
and then do one at the end of summer.
Yeah, for the fall, winter.
Yeah.
Because like you're doing the small stuff. There are plenty of plants that you plant in the winter or fall and stuff like that. Even fruit trees. Depending on what you're trying to accomplish and how to trim fruit trees. It's like my back neighbors.
That would be a good thing to learn.
I used to pick fruit off their property all the time way before it was their property, and they're super nice people. I just brought him a dozen duck eggs because he was super interested. He's like, I've never had a duck egg.
Oh,
so last night I
here's a dozen.
I brought him over a dozen. And they were all excited.
Yeah.
But they got little kids, and they want to start getting into forest. There's the people that moved out of the big city.
Okay.
And they want to start doing more rural stuff. Like he was the one that asked him and his wife were asking me about planter boxes out front and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think this is a great idea.
They're like, we haven't done any of that stuff, and we've seen that you guys, you have a bunch of them. Would you ever be willing? And I'm like, I'll come back there and help you build them.
Yeah.
Like, I love doing this stuff.
Mhm.
Uh, anyways, they're really good people, but they have a bunch of fruit trees back there that stopped producing fruit a couple years ago, and that's because they're not getting trimmed. And so I'm going to go back there and help them trim them in the fall.
All right.
Because if anybody doesn't know, fruit trees will always produce fruit, but if you let them, domestic varieties, if you let them get real gnarled and wild and stuff like that, they will not produce very much fruit. They will produce poor quality fruit. They need to be manicured. It's like releasing. So, like, ever seen horses, for example, domestic horses in really bad situations? Their toes start curling.
Yeah.
And donkeys as well. Goats and sheep and cattle need hoofs trimmed regularly because they're domestic. So plants are no different. Domesticated plant varieties need human intervention.
Gotcha.
If they're not a wild varieties do not need human intervention. Domestic varieties need human intervention because they've been bred for some of these species thousands of years
to be like that.
So they lack the ability to maintain.
Gotcha.
Like cattle and goats and sheep, if they get out, there's a chance they survive. There's a chance that, like, there's a island in Arkansas that has wild cows that we were on from one of the floods. And there's groups that take them hay and stuff like that. So the only reason they're still alive is because there's people that drag big, like, boat loads of hay on them.
That's funny. That's cool.
Looking at you,
Charles River in Spencerville.
Who's that, Kyle? Is that a bad person or a good person? Okay, where were we?
I figured he's at the Charles River in Spencerville.
The piercing one involves towels and a bed.
Oh, yeah. The talking about my story I told. I caught the middle of the story, so I apologize, but I genuinely concerned. Yeah. Good morning, Robert. Cryptids of the cringe. Gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have another one like that.
I have a goat person, I'm pretty sure, lined up.
Sorry, Brian.
No. How do you open a duck egg? You quack it open.
Quack it open. Have you heard that one before?
I don't think I have, actually.
Me either.
Rare for me for a bird
pun. Joke, yeah.
What was I saying?
You just said
No, Jay Fox, if you'd be interested, shoot us an email, because I'd love to. I don't have a cattle person lined up, because I was gonna do poultry. I got a couple people in line or ideas for plants, because I think we're planning on doing it like the zones. So if we let 100 people, if we let 100 people do it, it'd be 15 people in a zone at a time. So, like, I'm gonna show how to butcher a quail and stuff like that.
Maybe 20.
Whatever.
15 doesn't equal 100.
Out of 6?
15, 30. No, 90. And then 105.
Okay. Roughly.
Right, yeah. I know.
Quick, because I don't know how much the building at the fairgrounds would be, but that's kind of the idea I'm thinking of, is either the mercantile building. Yeah. I mean, we could even, depending on when it is, rent the show arena. And that wouldn't be a bad one because it's huge. And obviously we're allowed to have animals in there.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
so we could set up. I just think
the bowling alley is just a little too small.
No, I agree. And set up. So if we did that, though, we did it out at the fair. If we did it in the show arena, we could set up zones with, like, actual goats, actual chickens, and show people hands-on. So the small style and stuff like that. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
Make it kids free.
For sure. 100%. Be a raffle.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be raffle items.
The winner gets the new cow outside of the Allen County Fair.
It's so cool.
It is.
It's the same guy that did the Bigfoot.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Dog laboratory. Yeah, I need some mini Highland cows. Hey, guys, been out of it lately, but always try to listen. Thank you, William.
Yeah,
praying for you.
Yep. Welcome back.
Pigs can become feral very quickly. Yeah, no, pigs are awful. Not awful, but they are.
Like tomorrow, they'll be feral.
I think it's 3 months.
Really?
That they'll have, their skull shape will change. They'll grow hair. They'll get tusks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
3 months.
And you think people can't do that? We're one step away from a pig, anyways.
Tastes the same.
Some people think the pigs are modified humans from their curse back in the day. A cursed set of humans.
Could be.
And now they're living their lives out as pigs. Our hearts are the same. Our organs are the
No,
same.
if a pig ever is staring at you while it's eating, you need to kill that pig immediately
Why?
because it's probably going to eat you.
Hmm.
Or it will. Like if they start so pigs don't really ever look up.
Oh, okay.
So if you start seeing the whites of their eyes and they're looking at you like that, that's all they're thinking about is eating you.
Hmm.
So it normally happens with pigs that go cannibalistic. Morning. Working on your peace day. Awesome.
Oh, good morning, Timothy.
What did the duck say when he was paying his bar tab? Put it on my bill.
Now I have heard
I
that
have
one.
heard that one.
That one's classic.
Dustin Long Pig.
See, long pig.
Bigfoot is probably a feral linebacker. Yeah. Yeah, but J Fox, seriously, shoot me an email with your contact stuff. I'll shoot you a text.
Now, a feral Bill Romanowski would be frightening. If you knew who that was, he was a psycho on the football field.
Yeah, so poultry, goats, dairy, and then plant stuff.
Yeah. And then power. I think that's got to be a big part of it.
I don't know anybody that does that, though.
Me either, but I would like to.
I mean, it doesn't have to be in the first one.
No, but I think it's a necessary part of it. Because I think part of homesteading is also getting off the grid, or limiting it. I think ultimately it would be.
Because I know that's my next year's project on my for list that I want to do.
Is a solar panel
out the roof.
Yeah.
I want to start turning big chunks of the roof into solar panels.
Did you see?
Not into solar panels, it's covering in solar panels.
Did you see that hearing? They just talked about the Department of Energy between in the 70-something days, like that lame duck period between presidents. They moved $93 billion to for loans to the energy company or the Department of Energy for all these businesses and stuff. $93 billion. That's they didn't really regulate.
That's
93 billion, not million, billion.
That's 15 Cabela's.
That's insane.
That's buying Cabela's 15 times.
Imagine the 93 biggest cities in the US if each of them had $1 billion. But that was in 70-something days that money got moved.
I mean, that's pretty quick.
93 billion in 76 days.
Hey guys, just popped on and saw what's up. Can't wait for the live show. This time me and my brother won't take an Uber. LOL.
Oh, all right.
Sounds good.
Oh, you guys are the ones. Are you the ones I drove you to
I think so.
I can't see your picture because it's too small, Brian.
Oh, I hope I didn't mess anything up.
But are you the ones I drove to the Bluffton hotel? Wait.
Water sources, Sherry. Yeah.
Yeah, water sources. Yeah, absolutely. That's another big part of it. What are we talking about? Asked Robert.
Don't trust the government.
Yeah, basically.
How to get homesteading. Because there's
Brian.
What?
Why can't chickens pitch? They always balk.
I don't get that one.
When you balk in baseball, it's it's like a foul, basically. You stepping off the mound. It's like a lost pitch. I don't know. Balking. How else do you want to say it? But pitch don't count if you balk.
I got you. No, because fish farms, I could be in the winter one. Or the fall one.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different things we could do.
Oh, let me just message Catherine.
Who, Catherine? Zeta Jones?
Yes.
Okay. Let me message Selma. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Robert, we're talking about doing the homesteading conference or seminar.
Hey, I got a question. I'm thinking of putting on a homesteading seminar / conference. And wanted to know how much it is to rent either the mercantile building or maybe the show arena. Question.
Ooh.
There you go. The question's been asked.
All right. The wheels are in motion.
Yep. That was
Okay.
him.
All right.
I tried fish farming, but couldn't hold my breath long enough. It's hard. Dude, getting the rake underwater.
Oh, yeah. It just, and, it takes a long time for the fish to sprout. But once they do, it goes fast. But
That's what all those paintings about the Native Americans was
what?
when they're burying the fish in the dirt.
Ah, yeah, they're fish farming. That makes sense. Yeah, a lot of them drown. It's a dangerous business. It's worse than crab fishing.
Yeah, if you ever want to purify water, 2 plants that are really good at it are cattails and duckweed.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And you can eat cattails, but not if you're using them to purify water or not if they're contaminated water. Because the thing that makes them beneficial is also the thing that makes them dangerous. Cattails love sumping up heavy metals.
Like Dio and Black Sabbath.
Yeah. No, like mercury, lead, arsenic, all kinds of fun stuff.
I don't know if I know them.
Gallium.
That would be a cool band name. That sounds like a heavy metal.
It does.
Gallium.
But yeah, they're really good at it. They incorporate it in their cell walls.
That sounds like an Eastern European
Have you
heavy
ever
metal band.
You ever seen like the death metal or heavy metal like band sheet where it's all the logos and they're all like that crazy writing except the one?
What's the one?
It's like happy birthday something where it's all bubble like balloon letters.
Oh, really?
And all colorful.
No, I have not seen that.
Cryptids off the grid. Yeah,
That's right. There we go.
If you learn remote living, watch the wildlife and learn. Birds are always trying to nest near water. Yeah. And there's always a saying with that with wild foods. If you go to like find berries or something like that, and you notice how there's no bird poop or raccoon poop underneath the thing, probably don't eat them.
Yeah.
Because if the animals aren't eating them,
you shouldn't.
All right, did you find any man apples?
So they're all like this big.
The dud ones?
I don't know.
Did they
I don't
turn
know.
yellow?
Not yet.
So me and Emily found 2 yellow ones yesterday.
You did? Did you
No.
grab them?
No.
Ah, I should have.
They were in Luke's woods, right by his food plot.
Yeah.
But most of them had already been eaten.
Yeah. I think maybe I just got duds that are left. So I probably missed that little window.
Told you would.
I was watching them though. Like it must happen real fast.
I told you. It's like instant.
I think I got to, maybe next year I'll pick them early. Because that's what it said online. You can pick them early and let them ripen off just got to wait till they turn yellow and like a little soft.
Oh, okay.
If you want drinking and cooking water, dig a hole next to a stream or river and use the riverbank to filter it. Oh, all right. There you go. Seems like a simple, practical solution. Yeah, I don't know. I think this, because I mean, ultimately, we're going to have to.
I think it's very affordable.
Okay, good deal. I mean, ultimately, even with the show and everything, we're going to have to evolve, and I think the push towards homesteading and still talking cryptids, but for like just lifestyle living, I mean, I think that's a good direction to evolve to. I don't know. What do you guys think? Man, this has flown by. It's already 9:49. We're cruising. A little chilly in here too, but it feels good.
You turn off the fan.
No, I kind of want it on. Keeps you on edge, Like you always walk around with a little thumbtack in your shoe,
I didn't know you could camp on the fair.
Ah. How much is it to rent the cow?
Not that fairground.
Oh. Oh, shoot. You're right. That's Allen. Does the Hardin County Fair have a jingle?
No. So here's the problem, I guess. Okay, so
Whacking.
The show arena. It's on their website, so everybody can look this up. The show arena is $200 to rent
For a day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The problem is during the winter months they don't do bathrooms. because there's no bathrooms in that big long building.
Yeah.
It's the external ones.
Yeah.
And they have them closed up for the winters.
Mm,
Like they let all the water out so they don't have to worry about pipes.
freezing. Yeah.
The huge mercantile buildings, 500 for the day.
Mm. That one would have bathrooms.
Yes. And it acts a little kitchen and everything like that. So if we wanted to do a real simple meal,
That'd be kind of cool.
so nobody had to leave and stuff like that.
That would help make up some of the $500, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot. I mean, if $500, if we limit it to 100 people, I would make that up. No problem.
Do you know when the bathrooms close up? Because we're thinking about doing it in the later fall or maybe even the winter. I guess no, we'd have to do it in the mercantile building because the showroom doesn't have heat.
Oh, okay. For the winter.
For that
So
one.
the summer one, that would be fine.
Yeah, summer one would be fine.
Yeah.
If you want drinking, I already read that. I haven't refreshed it in a minute.
Yeah. There we go. Cryptids.
I'm really surprised you haven't started a homesteading podcast.
Well, I mean, the guys at DW kind of do that a little bit. I think once we actually get to the point where we are officially homesteading, maybe we will.
I am.
I mean, like,
I am probably close to as maxed out as you can be
just about, I'd say.
in a municipality.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Once you get to the point, though, where you don't have to buy groceries, then I'd say you're officially there.
I think it'd be a great book, Homesteading with Sasquatch, alternative and entertaining and informative. We're working on books right now.
Homesteading with Sasquatch.
J. Fox, be the cryptid yourself.
That's right.
Live out in the woods. People don't really see you. You can take care of your needs out there. Be comfortable.
That's what I want to do.
We will bring a cow to the conference. I'm sending the email right now.
Oh,
you're going to
sweet.
drag a cow all the way up from Arkansas? I could borrow a cow.
Well, this is the giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway. Yeah.
We're raffling off one cow.
I mean, 100 people, $500 plus. I mean, we got, what would that be? I mean, altogether, it'd be probably $1,000 to put the thing on.
Man, I really wish we could buy that land behind our house
So would that be $15 a ticket?
and do a campground back there too. It'd be so awesome.
I'm not joking about the UP. I think I'm halfway convinced Emily with how crazy it's getting that whenever we pay enough down on this house and just sell it, pack it up, and move up there.
Yeah.
Because I can live off the land. I used to do it.
Oh, wait.
Maybe we'll do, I don't know.
Oh, I get it. Cryptids.
Maybe we will start a homesteading podcast. I just had this idea. And we'll borrow some of the DW episodes from those guys that are more featured around that idea.
Mhm.
And maybe me and you will record one maybe once a month.
The homesteading.
But anything
Lowdown.
the DW guys do, they can just be added onto there as well.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that.
I mean, that's something I could probably do tonight.
What, put it together? Yeah.
I mean, I pay for the unlimited podcast feature.
All right.
So, I mean,
We still got to do the Bible one too.
there's episodes recorded for that in there. Oh, no, that's the homeschooling one has episodes recorded.
Yeah.
It does.
What was that called?
I don't even remember.
Fun Zone?
The Learning Zone?
Learning Zone.
The Learning Zone.
I think that's what it was.
There's episodes recorded for that. There's 4 of them, I think. We are not going to give her away, LOL. She travels well in our trailer. Okay.
That's funny.
Do it homesteading podcast.
Homestead podcast. I'm
Well,
sure those
what would
do
be
it.
a good name?
I like the homesteading with Sasquatch. Oh, home. Was that what you said, James? Homesteading and Sasquatch.
What is a great book, Homesteading with Sasquatch.
Yeah. Maybe that's just the book though.
We're working on 2 books right now. Technically 3. The one should be done very soon. And whenever somebody
that one,
does the
okay.
conspiracy list, that one can be done very quick as well.
Are Daniel and Wilbur doing that one?
Mhm.
Okay. Um, uh, the third one. What's the third one though? Sinkhole Sam?
No, I wrote a little kid's book.
Okay. I'm still waiting on the Bible study podcast. Yeah. Oh, the theme song for the new podcast has to be Amish Paradise. I'm sure there's ways we could reference it in. Oh yeah.
Well, Brandon, you can always come on and record a couple with me. My plan for that is to literally just read a chapter at a time and then just talk about it with somebody. So
And I've never read it front to back.
I
Ever.
don't think I have either.
Yeah.
In one straight go.
Well, not one straight go.
No, like not sitting down and reading them. I'm saying like in order.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, me either. Why do they do that at church? It's always just like, well, we're gonna pick this one today, and now this one, and then we're gonna jump backwards to this one, and now forward to this one.
No, so it depends on your pastor.
Right.
So our pastor always prays, and then he goes with the section that he feels led to share to people.
Right.
That's the point. You don't have to read the Bible in order.
Right.
And that doesn't work for everybody. But literally, if you pray and open the Bible up, it'll speak to you. So that's what at least our pastor always did. And actually, the pastor out there still does. There are times, like every 3 or 4 years, our church would do the Bible in 52 weeks.
Oh, okay. So a year?
Yeah.
A whole year you'd go through it?
And we do the whole thing.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't remember we ever doing that.
He'd take breaks and stuff like that and hop around. And if anybody had questions, you'd write them down. And a lot of times we'd go over them the next week and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Did
you ever go to Vacation Bible School?
Oh, yeah. My grandma was the person that put it on.
Really?
The main person.
Oh, for your church?
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. We used to have like this traveling family. They all lived on this bus. And they'd bring the bus and park it outside the thing. And we set up this huge tent in the... You probably seen it driving by growing up. Because you lived right across the street.
Yeah.
There was if you ever remember a huge tent being out there in the yard.
So keep in mind, we moved out of there when I was 4.
Oh, so you wouldn't remember. No, okay. Well, but it's probably about that time when we did it. But they'd have this huge tent set up. They would bring in... They do like puppet shows and cool like art things.
Was it like a circus?
Kind of.
So I think we went.
Okay. I mean, that's how the tent was set up.
I think because I thought it was a circus.
Yeah. But no, it was Vacation Bible School, which is awesome. And
I think my grandpa Bob, which lived on the property with us, walked me over.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because he'd put me and Luke in a little wagon and walk us down the country roads all the time.
Okay.
Out there.
It's nice out there. You got to be careful nowadays. People on their cell phones.
Oh, yeah. No, that was
very dangerous.
That was in the 90s.
Yeah. So not dangerous.
So Grandpa Bob would put us in a wagon and he would just walk us up and down the roads and stuff like that. And he'd take us over there. We played in that parking lot a lot.
Okay, yeah. It's nice. I just remember they had the puppet shows and they were hilarious. It was, you had to like not laugh because if you were the best kid that day, because they did it for a whole week, you get like a little prize at the end. And I couldn't contain my laughter, so I never won.
All right.
But they also
Bible study thing.
He also did these cool things where they would tell like stories, but all the while he would be drawing a picture on like this big piece of paper he had in the front while he's telling the story. And then at the very he'd draw it and use like colors, like markers and things like that, and make this really cool painting. And then at the very end, he'd flip the lights off and turn black lights on, and it would show like a hidden image that was there with it. And combined with what he drew, and it made like a completely new image. It was awesome, and it like finished the whole story. The only one I can distinctly remember was it was like a like a fork in the road, and one of it was like going to heaven, the other one ended up going to hell. And while he was telling the story, he's just like painting all these shapes and stuff. You don't really know what it is, but when he flips the black light on, you see like the paradise on one side, then the lake of fire on the other. But you didn't see it until the black lights turned on. It was really awesome.
All right, so Janae, I will set up a monthly Bible study that we will record and publish on its own feed.
Okay,
It'll be on Sundays, probably in the evening,
probably a good idea.
and everybody's invited.
It's actually a very interesting. Wait, I've read the Bible front to back a few times. It's a very interesting book. And Bible roulette, just opening the Bible to a section can result in some fantastic wisdom.
What we were raised to do.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Bible roulette, but that makes sense.
But when you'd never see the stuff at the beginning or the end.
No, you didn't.
You never open randomly to the beginning.
Yeah, Genesis. We've read Genesis. Now, Genesis and Revelations are probably the 2 chapters I've read the most.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's where we got to start. Genesis.
Mm-hmm. Revelations, the end times.
Bible audiobook series and discussion. It's like a live Bible study Bible.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I'm in for the Bible study. All
right.
right.
Everybody, so Jay Fox emailed me good. I will post tonight a link for the Bible study, which will probably be at the end of next month. I got to look at the calendar and find out what works for everybody. But yeah, it'll be like an evening Bible study. It will be recorded. We will. Oh, I don't want that. I didn't. Oh, don't go anywhere. Okay.
Could have been deadly.
Yeah, we'll just start a Bible study group.
And then slowly we'll meet every month, and then we'll meet every week.
And we'll start sacrificing politicians.
Yeah, and Paul.
And Paul, I'm sorry, you're first.
Politician.
Politician.
That's your new nickname. You're Paul. That's your new wrestling. Oh, that'd be a good wrestling character.
I am the politician.
I am Paul.
I can see him coming out in like a suit and in one of the old style wigs.
And like a rigged voting booth.
Mm-hmm. Pre-recorded with chat. Yeah. So, and you can actually, I'll set it up in a room, Sherry, where you can actually talk. Like if you have a microphone or whatever, or if you want to show your camera, you could do that too. But I'll just record the audio. But we'll have it to where if you just want to type, it'll probably, what I've been using is Discord. And I'm using our recorder right here, this thing, to record it third party. It takes in all the audio in one set. But yeah.
It's like on Photoshop, just takes all the layers and merges it into one.
All right, boys, heading to school. Got to catch out some Freaky Fun of Friday this morning while studying. Have a blessed day. See you guys. And it's time for us to go too.
Yes, it is.
Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Keep it on the lookout tonight. I'll post something. I'll have to make a Discord or something, but I got it set up in my little note thing here. I think it'll be good. It's good to get Bible study stuff.
Oh.
The government doesn't want you reading the Bible either. Look at the UK.
That's true.
I'm in it for the
politician sacrifice.
I called dibs on the goat skin leggings. Bye, Paul. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, Sherry.
Bye, Sherry. Bye, Dustin. Bye, everybody that's still in here.
Bye, Jay Fox. All right.
Bye, Jay Fox. Bye.
I haven't ended yet.
Okay, I thought you were going to end.
Well, you're still saying bye.
Well, bye, everybody.
Bye, James. Bye, Mia.
Yep. Bye, James. Mia. That's on YouTube. Anyone else? No, that's everyone on YouTube.
I think that's it for